Utah kids are headed back to class for another year of uncertainty during the pandemic. Health experts and politicians in Utah split over masks, and the consensus in your local classroom might be split as well. And then there's the academics. Some students will still struggle to catch up from months of remote learning. Here with me to talk about making this year both safe and successful for our kids, Stacey Molinette, the president of Utah PTA. Thanks so much for being here, Stacey. We appreciate it. Can we start with, this year, hopefully we'll have a bit more stability than last year. We have a vaccine, we have tools and resources to combat this pandemic, but the rules we anticipate will change depending on the situation. How are you helping parents and teachers kind of prepare kids for those changing environments?
Yeah, resiliency is so important in kids, and they did a great job last year.
Mm-hmm.
They really had to pivot with all the changes, and we were hoping for a more normal back to school this year, but it looks like it's not over yet, and we're going to have to work through this. The most important thing is if parents will talk to their kids at home, have a conversation about what's going on and what changes might be coming, and be able to just, that attitude that the parents have is so important, that they model what that they're positive, that change might come, and that they can handle it, and then they'll be able to work through it together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is maybe a touchy question here, but I think it's an important one. So opinions on vaccines and masks are going to vary by classroom to classroom. Now, within one classroom, I'm sure there will be a variety of opinions. So do you have any recommendations on parents and even students navigating respectful conversations on those topics with their peers?
Yeah, I think that conversation with the child ahead of time with the parent is a good idea. You know, this is what our family believes, but other families feel differently, and it's okay to feel differently, and this is what they might think. And then if the student then can go in and then know, we feel this way, other people feel that way, but that's okay, and then there won't be a worry about it as much.
Right. Having those open and honest conversations, even regularly with students, I'm sure. Now, talking about, we're focused so much on kind of the details surrounding school, but the point of school is school. It's the education part. And a lot of students are behind from last year, having to do so much remote learning. What is the PTA doing to maybe support teachers, support parents in getting those students back on track and in a comfortable track?
Yeah, PTA volunteers are in the school, and they are helping maybe with learning times tables or working one-on-one with students to help with reading. We train our PTA volunteers to go in meet with the principal ahead of time, and to find out about the school success plan, find out where those deficiencies are. Then the PTA can design some programs, some activities that may help address those deficiencies. You know, for instance, if there's a reading deficiency, maybe the PTA could have a reading incentive program, or they can work to get more books into the hands of kids, or they can encourage parents to come and be trained as reading tutors, or they could even have a parent night where they can teach those skills to help parents learn to help their kids with reading at home.
So really that kind of grassroots effort from the local PTA, helping where it's needed and communicating with teachers about what's effective. Stacey Molinette, thank you so much, Utah PTA. You guys have a bunch of resources online, and we'll be sure to link those on our website, abc4.com/JMU. Stacey, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.